really doesn't appear to be equally distributed. When I look at my colleague Jared Davis's district of B, compared to other areas, we do have a great tourism in District D, and I admit that. They need help over there, and I wish there was a way there we can assure districts like D and others that need more funding for affordable housing, that a different percentage can be added to address those areas. But I don't think it's fair for us to look at, for an example, like my tourism number 7, we started with nothing. I think Councilmember Gino Amboni was here. And now we've developed enough increment where we can do some projects that make sense to the community and then start trying to penalize them. I don't think that's fair. Tourism number 3, I think downtown tourism has done a lot of good work. I think we should support their initiatives. You have Gwen Tillison and Andy Aiken who will answer any question you may have prior to letting it get to this point and then want to hold them hostage. I just think that's not fair to the process, not fair to that tourist chairman, that tourist board, and what they're putting in to try to make this a fair opportunity, and they're volunteering their time to serve on these boards to help us. But again, I think, help the city, I'm sorry, but I think any questions we may have between Gwen Tillison and Andy Aiken, we can get those questions answered. But the core of the problem, I believe, with tourism is that it's not equal distribution in terms of economic and affordable housing opportunities in underserved areas, and like District B and others. And I would like to see that be addressed. Thank you.
Councilmember Boykins, I'll certainly follow up with you on that. As you and every council member knows, dollars generated in a TERS have to stay in the TERS except for affordable housing dollars. Those are the only dollars that can be distributed outside of the existing TERS per state law, not city ordinance. And we do try to move those dollars into areas that are where it's most appropriate to have them, but not all of our TERS generate affordable housing dollars either. Councilmember Bradford.
Thank you, Mayor. I wholeheartedly like the idea that the dollars that are generated within inside the TERS have to stay there, because it permits the money to be spent closer to the neighborhood. And it's undisputed that TERS 3 and Downtown Development Authority, it has done a really good job. Keep in mind that Houston is key to Texas, but downtown is the heart of Houston. And to the extent that we permit things to grow and flourish in downtown in the immediate area, it's going to help the entire city. Now, on the point where Councilman Green raised a very valid issue that some of us have been concerned about for years. But this item 15 today, this is a good deal, and this should move forward. But what needs to happen is there needs to be a review, a sunset of tiers and how they operate. Should they continue? Are they within their enabling authority still? And the longer this body waits to do that, the more difficult it is, because the tourists move forward with bonding obligations and commitments and other things they have to follow up on. So we do need that review of all of the tiers, just like these are just broad public policy things that need to be looked at by Houston City Council. Whether it's tiers and how they operate, or the impact they have broadly on the city's general fund, how the charter, your governance model, how you're going to fund public safety moving forward. These are just big things that get back up from just day-to-day operation, and some group look at these issues, over the course of a 12-month period and come out with a recommendation. So I think that what the Downtown Redevelopment Authority is asking to do today, I think it's a good thing. I think that to the extent that we can permit them to move forward, we should do that. I don't know what impact, Mayor, if any, that, and I want to make this point very clear. I don't rebuff anybody's right to tag. I'll be the first council member standing to support that. But I want to know, is there any, like we always ask, is there any detrimental impact to delay an item? Is there obligations in the line, etc.? So does anybody answer that question?
No, sir.
Okay.
There's no problem with a tag. We try to always announce if there is an issue. Although I think this is more generalized discussion, and it would not particularly germane to the item in front of us.
Thank you. That's what I think was happening. Thank you.